What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 3 of Prop Quiz, where we pit two of your favorite people in combat sports against one another in a head-to-head trivia game. I'm your host, Long Island Luke. You can follow me below on social media at Main Card Minute, and you can subscribe right here to the channel if you like the content. But enough about me. Let's get into your two contestants. First up, a man who gets free healthcare and abuses it by grinding his teeth listening to EDM. He's got one of the most well-known names in a sport that he doesn't cover, and he texts Luke Thomas more than Luke's loved ones. You know him from CBS Sports and Shaq MMA. It is Shakiel Mahjouri. Shaq, how we doing, buddy?
That was an insane intro, and I plead the fifth on any teeth grinding anything.
All right.
I
I mean,
what you're talking about.
Naturally, I assume anyone who listens to EDM is about that life. But okay, let's introduce your opponent. Arguably the only man in MMA media that smokes as much as I do. He has an affinity for women named Dakota, and he'll be damned if Lauren Murphy does not get an interview. He's directed and produced over 400 episodes of Morning Combat. You know him from One More Round Fights and from co-hosting Main Card Minute Watch-Alongs. It is Gaff Pierre. Gaff, how we doing?
What's going on? I'm also, well, I have a huge affinity for all things Sarah Longo as well. So don't forget Merab Davalishvili, Aljo right behind me. I got another Merab shirt right behind me as well. So you already know what's up.
Let's go. I have a feeling you are going to like today's categories, Gaff. If you guys haven't already watched the show before and talking to you at home as well and you want to know the rules, here's how we play. So you guys are going to go head-to-head in a betting-themed trivia game. Similar to Jeopardy, you're going to have a board with 5 different categories to choose from, with questions ranging in difficulty from 100 to 500 points. Your 100-point questions are going to be your over-unders. So these will be 50-50 questions. You just got to choose if it's over or under. Your 200-point questions will be your money lines. Think of it like who wins the fight. These will be either-or questions. You'll also have a 50-50 chance of getting those. Your 300-point questions are going to be your methods of victory. Just like there's 3 ways to win a fight: knockout, submission, or decision. These will be questions that you have 3 choices to choose from. Your 400-point questions are going to be your singles. These will be straight-up trivia questions. No multiple choices on those. And your 500-point questions are going to be your parlays. These will be 2 to 3 part questions, and you have to get all the answers correct to get any credit. So here's how it's going to work. You guys are going to be wagering 100 points on every question. So if you answer a question correctly, you'll earn that question's point total and you'll get to go again. If you answer a question incorrectly, you're going to lose the 100 points you wagered and you're going to lose your turn. You're also going to have 2 bonuses that can each be used once during the game. A 50% profit boost, which will increase your question's point total by 50%, and a no sweat bet that'll give you the opportunity to go again if you get the next question wrong, and the 100 points will not be deducted. Please note, you must announce you're using a boost before you choose the question on the board. After the board is completed, there's going to be an optional Hail Mary round in which players can wager any amount of their points on one final question for a chance to double their point total. However, if the question's answered incorrectly, you're going to lose the points you wagered. So the leading player is going to have 2 choices. They can either choose the amount of points they want to wager before the losing player chooses theirs, or they can admit they have a gambling problem and opt to sit this round out. The trailing player is then going to choose the amount of points they wish to wager and have one final chance to win it all. The player with the most points at the end will win Prop Quiz and get the esteemed title of this week's Degenerate. Make sense, boys?
I want that degenerate title.
Oh, Gaff, you are gonna get it. Don't worry.
This is a fair game for everyone. Let's get into today's topic so you guys can see what you're playing for. Topic number 1. New York state of mind. I mentioned the Sarah Longo thing earlier. Gaff was saying it. I mean, that's a New York category. But again, everyone's got a chance here. WWE. That's a little combination of 2 of your interests there. Shaq, I know you like WWE. Gaff, I know you like marijuana. I mean, there you go. Number 3, another combination here. Canadian. Shaq being from Canada. Gaff being of Haitian descent. There you go. Little combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut right there. Topic number 4, Day One Donks. You've both been big contributors to Morning Combat since day one, so a little Morning Combat category for you there. And last but not least, EDM. Now, Shaq, I can't promise that is electronic dance music or Edmonton, Canada, but, you know, EDM either way will be the last topic. Guys, if you're ready, any more questions or anything?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's play.
Go.
Prop quiz. All right, so the way we decide who gets to go first around these parts is I put a poll on the community tab on YouTube. It was a blind vote. Shaq, because you're at the top and I introed you first, you are contestant A. Gaff, you are contestant B. The votes were tallied. 59% voted for contestant A. So Shaq, the board is yours.
Thank you, friends. Man, WWE's got me interested. Let's take it for 100.
All right, WWE for 100. Over under 70.5 billion US dollars. The amount of money cannabis contributed to Canada's gross domestic product revenue from 2018 to 2024.
Fun fact, I aced my college economics course. Not a bit of it stuck.
This was just released actually in the last few months, but it's a simple over under, Shaq. You got a 50-50 chance.
This should be. I'm gonna go under. Just under.
That is incorrect, Shaq. Where is the number right here? It is 76.5 billion US dollars. You always got to take the over when it comes to weed. That's my theory. So
I contributed
you are
to
the
that in
expert
Montreal.
on both those things. So
Thank you, Gaff. Board is yours.
Canadian for 2.
Canadian for 2. Which Haitian UFC fighter has more pro fights? Ovince St. Preux or Neil Magny?
Ovince St. Preux.
That is correct, Gaff.
Like that, right?
It is 45 for OSP, 43 for Neil Magny. So it's close, but you did nail it. Board is still yours.
Give me day one donks for 300. I'm going to keep going down that line.
All right, you're going a little Connect 4 here. Day one donks. Keyshawn Davis, Brian Norman Jr., and Sebastian Fundora were the last 3 active boxers we had on Morning Combat. Which of those following has won a fight most recently?
It's between the Towering Inferno and Norman, but I feel like Norman was a while ago, and I remember Fundora fighting recently, so I'm going to go Fundora.
Nailed it. Sebastian Fundora, he fought in July. I believe Brian Norman fought in June, and Keyshawn was like way earlier this year, like February, something like that. That was for 300. Gaff, you are still up.
You know what's up. EDM for 4.
Going into Shaq's category here. Which UFC fighter walked out to a Steve Aoki remix for their UFC title fight earlier this year?
There's no way you're gonna get this, Gaff. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to go Jack Della Maddalena for some reason.
Shaq, I'm curious if you know the answer. Before you can't steal it, but I'm just curious if you know the answer.
What is the lowest point total anyone has ever accumulated?
Zero. Zero is the lowest. But this won't take away from your points. I'm just genuinely
No, I think I'm about to set a record. I don't know, bro. I couldn't even get a Conor McGregor trivia right at like a casual trivia night.
All right. Well, it was Diego Lopez. I thought maybe that would be a little sneaky pick for Shaq there. But either way, Shaq, board is yours. Gaff loses 100.
I'm already 500 behind. Let's go WWE for 300. I'm just gonna
WWE for 300. Ronda Rousey and Travis Brown own and operate a farm in which of these 3 weed legal states? You got a 1 in 3 chance here. California, Oregon, or Washington. Where is their farm?
Okay. I interviewed Ronda. We talked about her farm. I didn't think to ask where the farm is. Okay, I know it's legal in Washington. I know it's legal in California. I don't know anything about Oregon.
It's I will just tell you it's legal in all 3 of these.
Yeah.
So,
she's got a big Hollywood connect. Did she want to run away from that life? She ran away from WWE and UFC. I'm gonna. Dude, does Cali have? I'm gonna go Cali. I feel like I'm thinking oranges.
What?
It was Oregon or Oregon.
I knew it was gonna be the weird one.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough question. Gaff, you are.
I was gonna guess Washington or Florida. So I'm like California. So.
I was gonna say Florida was not on the list, and weed is not legal there.
I'm gonna go easy. Let's go easy. Let's go New York State of Mind for 100.
New York State of Mind for 100. MMA was illegal in New York from 1997 to 2016. Since being re-legalized in 2016, how many UFC events have been held in New York State? Over under 16 and a half.
2016. That's like 8 years. At least once every year. Definitely not twice every year. I'm going to go under. What?
I knew that was a tough
Oh.
one. 17 between Elmont and Uniondale. Shout out Long Island. Brooklyn, Manhattan, Buffalo, Rochester, Albany, and Utica. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I'm scared of WWE. This is the little E and the little D are doing a lot of heavy lifting in that section. Let's go EDM 300.
EDM for 300. How many total UFC events have been held in Edmonton, Alberta? I believe that is Canada.
Mm-hmm. You were correct. Okay. There was one with Frankie Edgar and Max Holloway, I think. There is at least a fight night. I'm going to split the difference and go with the 4.
It was 3. You were correct on the Frankie Holloway and a fight night, and then the third you were missing was Amanda and Valentina, UFC 215.
I forgot. That was in Edmonton?
Yes. First
Valentina,
one.
you got robbed.
Wait, who got the 0?
Well, all right. So technically, you can wager all your points on the last question, and both Luke Thomas and Jed Mishu did that and then lost, so they ended with 0. So
What do I get to wager on the Hail Mary?
we'll see, Jack. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of board left.
You're
We'll get
lots
breaking
of
there.
new
stuff
ground
on the
here
board.
for
Get
you.
there. Don't dig yourself a grave yet.
you're right,
Gaff,
yeah.
you are on the board.
Well, the last one I thought was easy was hard.
You're
So I'm going to go with WWE for 5.
Damn. Okay. WWE for 5. Shayna Baszler went 0-2, or Shayna, in the UFC. Who were her 2 opponents?
One was Amanda Nunes, right?
Give me the other one, and then I'll let you know.
And then the other was, I remember some weird headlock. I'm going to go with a former champ. Let's go with Rocky Pennington.
Betch Kohea.
Ah, I was so close. I was in the right range.
You were
Damn.
right there. Right era. Shaq, you're on the board.
Okay, what haven't we touched? Let's go. No, I'm not gonna get anything that's not MMA related. I'm barely gonna get the MMA related ones.
They're pretty much all, I think I counted, there's only, besides the MK ones, which are like about the show, there's only 4 non-MMA questions.
Let's go big. Let's go day 1 donks for 500. I wanna.
Day 1 donks
this
for
up right now.
500. Who is the guest that we constantly joke will be joining the show today, and what time will they be joining?
Oh, do I get a half point on this one?
No, you have to get everything correct.
Okay. Well, it's. I'm pretty sure it's Randy Cooter.
Yes. What time will he be joining?
Okay. Can you give me this much? What time does the show start in Eastern? Because I'm on the West Coast.
11 a.m.
11 ET. Okay, we're running for 2 hours, usually. I'm gonna go halfway through. So if it's 11, I'm gonna say noon.
Nailed it. Randy
Wow.
Cooter will be joining at noon is the constant joke line that we
Tied
always
it up.
say. Because Randy famously canceled on us twice. But okay, we move on. Shaq, you're still up.
Oh yeah. Word. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I need you could see the self-belief was waning, and like a good coach, you brought me back. So thank you very much.
I do have to be also a good host right now and remind you guys, because I always wait too long to do this, that you do have the 50% profit
Oh, shit.
boost and the no sweat. So if you want to use
I
those at
should've
any
used that
point,
500.
don't forget to use them. Jed Mishu did use both at once, and I allowed it. So if you want to use both at once, you could boost a question and no sweat it, so you go again after. That's totally fine.
No additional penalty on the boost, right?
Yeah, so if you get the next question wrong, you don't get the points deducted, and you get to go again. But if you get that question right, the boost kind of just negates itself. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
yeah. I'm gonna use the boost. We're gonna go day one donks 400.
the
50%.
50% boost?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Day one donks for 400. So this will be worth 600 if you get it correct. Name the most recent guest we had on Morning Combat.
I actually missed this episode because I was on vacation, but I think it was the steamroller Matt Frivola.
Correct. Matt Frivola on August 14th was the last guest on MK. That was a big one, Shaq, because that was worth 600 there. You are up to 800 now, and the board is still
Game
yours.
has turned itself on its head.
Yeah. Well, I hate to admit the thing that I consume. Well, I don't hate to admit it. I love MK. I am a donk at heart.
Yeah.
But this is proving that I maybe know a little too much about the show relative to what I actually do for work.
I don't know.
Think
The
that
other
much
ones
well.
are tough. I will say that for MK. so.
Let's just keep working our way down this. So let's go day one donks 200.
Who won Donk of the Year in 2020? Jay Paquette or Web Scream?
Okay. Shout out to the Paquettes and Web Scream 2020. I'm gonna go with this only because I feel like the fan subs haven't been as big a part of the show in recent years. So I feel like if it was Web Scream, it had to be earlier on. So I'm gonna go Web Scream.
Nailed it. I don't remember off the top of my head what Jay Paquette was. I want to say 2023, maybe 2022. Either way, Web Scream was 2020. There's 200 more points for Shaq, and the board is still yours.
What's the most someone's got on this show?
Mike Heck.
Then my ego
Mike Heck set the record, 3,800 points. So.
Oh, that ain't happening. Yeah, shout out Mike Heck, you big bald-headed beauty. Day one, let's go 100. Day one donks.
Day one donks for 100. Over under 3.5. How many different guests have the guys had in the Meadowlark era of pregame preview?
Meadowlark's the new one or the old one?
Meadowlark's the new one. So in the last year and a half, year and 8 months.
Okay, so you had Frivola. You often have Chuck Mindenhall. I think you've had an Abron and you've had Jed, so it's over.
Nailed it. You nailed all four as well. By name. Damn.
So that's a bonus point or what? What are we doing?
That is not a bonus point. Sorry.
It's
Shaq, you are still on the board.
okay. Remind me the no sweat one. It's just if I get it wrong, I don't lose the points.
You don't lose the points, and you get to go
Right,
again.
that's good.
So you should risk
Okay,
it on a 500 or something.
Yeah, I
honestly.
was about to say, yo, Gaff, he's throwing tips my way here. What's he
Nah,
doing?
I give everyone the same tips. You know. You gotta go.
All right. As he is the resident everything Ray Longo fanatic here, let's just go ahead and take New York State of Mind 500 off the board. I'm going to use my no sweat.
This one's pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. 7 of the 10 fighters on the UFC 205 main card were current, former, or future UFC champions. The other 3 fighters all challenged for a title at some point, but never won it. Who were those other 3 fighters?
Okay. 7 of the 10 fighters. There's 2 for that card, of course.
It's wordy and it might get confusing.
No, it's okay. I get what you're going for here. You know, I'm definitely not going to get this right, so we're going to go Frank Shamrock, Butterbean.
Frank Shamrock,
Thomas.
UFC 205. All right, this is a real far out there. All right, the answer.
What are the chances I'm going to get these 3?
Yoel Romero, Karolina Kovalkiewicz, and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I mean, they all fought for titles. It was there. Karolina probably being the hardest, even though she was the only one in a title. Oh no, Wonderboy was in a title fight.
I'll be honest. I didn't understand the question.
All right, it was hard. It was hard. But you used your no sweat on that, right? I forgot to take it away.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
all right. So you get to go again. Oh, and I took your points away. I'll add those back.
All right. Let's go then. I'm gonna keep burning these. So let's go New York State of Mind 400.
New York State of Mind for 400. Which school did Chris Weidman become a 2-time NCAA Division I All-American at?
Fun fact: we don't give a Yeah, I can swear. We don't give a fuck about college sports in Canada.
Figures the
so
Canadian gets the college.
Yeah. All right. Well, probably something with maybe like, damn, I know this. I know the call. I know a college there, I think. This is bad.
I believe
I'm
you.
just gonna go NYU and call it a day.
NYU, no. Good guess, though. Gaff,
Penn State.
would you have gotten it, Gaff? I'm curious.
Hofstra?
Yes, sir. Hofstra University. I believe he was roommates there with John Vellante. At least they were both on the wrestling team. Gaff.
Imagine John Vellante at Dizzy's or something. Oh my God. That'd be a frigging problem.
Gaff, reminder before you go, you still have both bonuses or boosts left if you want to use either of those before this next question.
Okay.
Or you could say, fuck it, I'm going anyway.
I'm going anyway. New
All
York
right.
State of Mind for 300.
New York State of Mind for 3. Which of these 3 songs was the first single released off of Nas's Illmatic album? Halftime, New York State of Mind, or It Ain't Hard to Tell?
I feel like this is a trick question. But I'm going to go New York State of Mind.
They were actually in order of when they came out. So Halftime came out first, then New York State of Mind, then It Ain't Hard to Tell. Shaq, back to you.
We're already on this train, so let's just get New York State of Mind of 200 off the board. I'm definitely the person who's going to say, "Oh, it's all fun and games" when I'm losing, and then I get really petty when I'm winning. So I'm sorry to do this to you right now, Gav.
Who has had more UFC main events, Aljamain Sterling or Merab Dvalishvili?
Okay, so including fight nights, I presume.
Yes.
How many title defenses they had each had? Let's start there. So Merab beat O'Malley, defended against Umar, fought O'Malley again. Aljo would have had at the very least a loss to O'Malley, the win over Cejudo, the win over Dillashaw. I feel like I'm missing another title defense.
You are,
Who
but
did
I'm not
he
gonna.
beat for
Not gonna tell
well,
you.
he's got the Piotr Yan fight, so he got that going for him. And then you got to go fight nights. Merab for sure had at least one against Piotr Yan. I'm gonna go Aljo. I don't know, but
It's actually Merab. This is a crazy stat to me. So Merab's had 3: the fight night against Piotr Yan, and the 2 title fights against O'Malley. Aljo just had the Cejudo fight and the
all co-main
O'Malley
events?
fight. Yeah,
They've
the
all
rest
been
were.
co-mains.
Yep, exactly. Crazy. So
Smart watch.
Shaq loses 100
That's
there.
a Marab.
Gaff. The
I'm
New York State of Mind.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
It's closed out.
gonna
for
use my
Pearson.
nose sweat, and
All
I'm
right.
gonna take Canadian off the board.
For 500.
Oh yeah.
Canadian for 500. Who won the last main event in Canada, and how did they win?
Canada. Damn it. I know it's somebody I like too. Let's see. Malat was on the card probably. What above him? Why do I feel like it was like flyweights? I don't know why I feel like it was flyweights. Let's go Tracy Cortez. And no, that's not the final answer. Hold on. Hold on. I feel like I know this. Oh, this is gonna kill me.
Putting
said
it at 10 more
Canada,
seconds.
but not Edmonton. Let's go Ilya Topuria. I don't. That was in Brazil, wasn't it?
They're not put. Do you think they're giving us an Ilya Taporia fight? Are you kidding me?
That
It
was
was-
Jack's fight.
It was JDM in Montreal against Bilal earlier this year. But that was a no sweat gaff, so you're still on the board. You do not lose points.
Ah,
I
EDM
wish you
for
gave us a
5 and use my
fucking
50%
idiot, but
boost on it.
All right, so this will be worth $750 if you get it correct.
Okay.
The UFC was in Edmonton in November of last year when Brandon Moreno defeated Amir Albazi in the main event. Who fought in the co-main event?
Let's go. That's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Edmonton, November, Moreno, and Albazi. That was a while ago. Let's go Kai Car France and Steve Urseg. I don't know.
It was Erin Blanchfield and Rose Namajunas. Shaq, back to you.
All right. You cannot get me to go back to WWE after what you put me through. So, let's go. How do you pronounce Canadian?
Canadian. I don't know. Yeah.
Canadian. All right, for 400.
Okay. How many professional wins does Thad Gene have?
Who the hell is that Gene?
What? Shaq, you don't know who that? You haven't been watching PFL, bro? What? Thad Gene is Gaff's boys. He just won the welterweight tournament this year. He's Haitian American.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Haitian Canadian would have been a different story. But,
All right. Well,
Gaff, do you know this answer out of curiosity?
I might.
I was gonna say
It's between two
it'd be a
numbers for me.
guess. Yeah, probably.
Okay. I feel like it's in like the high single digits or the low double digits. I'm gonna go 9.
Close. 11.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Ah.
11-0 or 10-0. Hey, because
Gaff?
I think a 10-0 is Jason Jackson, right?
Yeah, he beat him
Depends,
to
we
go
don't cover
10.
PFL at CBS Sports.
Yeah,
I
clearly.
gotta- I gotta- I gotta put some points on the board. Let's go WWE for 4.
WWE for 4. Which UFC/WWE star has popped twice for cannabis in the UFC?
Oh.
Why do you write WWE?
Oh man.
Why? What?
What?
Don't answer his question.
He's a star in, but like he's been in both promotions, UFC and WWE, but he popped twice in the UFC.
Oh, Matt Riddle.
Correct.
Thank you for putting the
points.
WWE, because then I would have wrote. Wasn't it Nick Diaz?
No, yeah. Well, you're in the WWE category. I mean, I figure that's a
Yeah.
perfect one.
That's
right
a
there.
great WWE question.
Yeah,
by the
right?
way. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Gaff, you're still alive. Board is still yours.
Canadian for 3.
Which city has hosted a UFC event more recently? Vancouver, Long Island, or Austin, Texas?
I feel like a Long Island wasn't that long ago. So I'm gonna go Long Island. Ugh.
It was Austin, Texas
was
in
Austin?
December of 2024. Long Island one, I believe, was 22 or 23. It's a few years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Shaq, back to you.
Okay. I don't trust you anymore. I feel like the Matt Riddle one was a layup, but I'm gonna go with WWE and see what trap I find myself in.
The UFC officially chose to remove cannabis from its list of banned substances on the final day of what calendar year? 2022 or 2023?
Okay. I feel like final day is a big clue there. I can't imagine it's only been like a year and a half. So I feel like it was the last day of 2022.
2023. Yeah, I know. And you kind of, you being like, it couldn't have only been a year and a half made me chuckle because I'm like, yeah, it only has been. Yeah, I believe, I have it actually as another prop quiz question in the future, so I won't reveal who the last person to get suspended was. Hint, hint. Gaff, board back to you.
I need to get all of these to tie it up.
Well, we still have the
You
Hail
know-
Mary round, so don't go crazy. You know, you still got time. But
Let's go Canadian for 1.
over under 11.5. How many finish wins does Mike Malott have?
I know he has like a lot of weird subs, and then he recently started getting KOs. But 11 and a half seems a lot. I feel like it's a lot. I'm gonna go under. Oh
He has 12.
God.
I knew that was tricky because it does seem like he only probably has 12 professional fights. So you're like, yeah, he can't possibly have that.
How many fights does he have?
That's a good question, Shaq. I don't have it in front of me right now. While you're picking the next question, I'll look it up.
Let's go EDM 200.
EDM for 200. What is Shaq's DJ name? DJ Diesel or DJ Shaq?
Yes. Fun fact. I've been told if I can get to the same city as him, I can get an interview with him. It's strictly an EDM one, but I will be calling out BC and Luke for how much they shit on me. So will that into existence for me, guys. It's DJ Diesel. He's actually coming to Vancouver in October, but I won't be here.
DJ Diesel, you nailed it. I have to make a correction here, and I'm sorry to say it, but when looking up Mike Malot's record, I said he had 12 finishes.
Why did I ask questions?
He only has 11 finishes. So I was actually wrong on that. Gaff, I'm going to have to, we'll give Shaq the credit for that, but I got to go back. I got to give Gaff back. What was it that worth? That was worth, where's the Mike Malott question? It was only worth 100, right? Yeah, so,
I think so,
instead of taking 100 away from you, I'll just re-add 200, the 100 for getting it correct, and the 100 I took away. And again, we still got the Hail Mary, guys, so this shouldn't fuck too much up. Gaff, you're on the board. Your last question, so EDM for 100. Or no, Shaq just got it right. Sorry.
Like,
yeah.
I am getting screwed on. What is this?
No, I'll give it back to you, Shaq. I'll give it back to you. It was my error. I'm sorry.
But I should have still been going. That should be noted.
Oh,
all right, so what do we want to do here?
Wait. Gaff,
all right, I'm thinking of a number.
I'm being too competitive, so I want Gaff to.
All right, I'll give it to Gaff. I'm sorry. Gaff, this one's for you.
Luke, you fucked the game up.
This one also has nothing to do with MMA. I really did fuck it up. Over under 102 and a half. How many points did Connor McDavid have in the 2024-25 season? For reference, he plays for the Edmonton Oilers. This is the EDM category. Edmonton,
Does he? Does this count the playoffs?
No, this is just regular season.
Points, not goals. But a lot of his
points are goals and assists. So
yeah, he doesn't have a crazy amount of assists. He does have a shit ton of goals. But hockey assists too. Let's go under. Fuck it.
You nailed it, Gaff. He had 100 points, which for him is actually a low total, even though that's more than a point per game. But, no one here really cares about hockey. Guys, I'm feeling bad that I fucked up that one section.
No.
I do have to add 100 points back to Gaff for getting that right. We got the Hail Mary round, so things are still heating up here, can still get interesting. Now, Shaq, I got to add the 100 to Gaff. Being that you are in the lead, you can literally choose to just not answer this question at all, or you can choose to wager a certain amount of your points, but you will lose that amount if you get it wrong.
Okay, and if I get it right,
you double that amount that you wagered. So if you wager 400 right now, you'd win 800 points.
All right, well, Gaff can beat me if he wagers it all and gets it right. I want to play, but
okay.
I'm also a little bitch, and so I'm going to wager a grand total of 1 point on this.
1 point?
I just want to see the question.
All right. Gaff, because you are the losing player, I'm going to assume you're going to wager all 500.
I'm putting my balls on the table, baby. All 500.
And you do get to go first since you are the losing player to just make it at least a little exciting. Who are Dakota Ditcheva's last 3 opponents? You big Dakota fan, you.
Jenna Bishop, Tyler Santos, and she's a grappler. Oh, that's gonna kill me that I don't get this.
I hope it haunts you for the rest of your life.
I don't know it. I'm gonna Savannah Marshall. I don't know.
Damn,
who the third
dude.
one
I
is.
literally thought you were saying the name when you were trying to spell it out there. Samiko Inaba. All right, Gaff, that brings you down to 0. Shaq, for the fun of the game, let's see if you would have what you would have finished with. Who are the 3 opponents that Brock Lesnar lost to during his UFC run?
I think I could have got this. Is easier than Gaff's question. I'm sorry, Gaff. You got the short end of the stick
tough.
here.
He's a big Dakota fan. Those fights were in the last.
I don't remember
year.
the can she's crushed.
Yeah.
What is
It was her most recent fight, for reference. It was only a month ago, but okay,
Frank Mir. Oh, Alistair Overeem. The Need of the Body. I'm actually drawing a blank here. Let me work through my brain real quick. I want to say Cain Velasquez, but I need a second to work through my brain. But I think Gaff nodded his head. So yeah, Frank Overeem Cain.
I was gonna say I should just hit the ding because you kind of said the name. I wanted to let you move faster.
Yo, check out the shirt. Check out the shirt.
Dude.
Big donut.
He's got 901 to finish it off. The first person to ever finish with an obscure amount like that. Guys, again, I apologize for fucking up that one section. But Gaff, I mean, you did blow it on the last question. I could feel a little better in hindsight about that, But guys, thank you so much for joining. If you guys want to see more content from both of these gentlemen, Shaq works for CBS Sports. He's also got Shaq MMA YouTube channel. Go check that out. Gaff's got his own YouTube channel, One More Round Fights. Go check that out. Also, you can see him every Saturday on the watch-alongs right here on Main Card Minute. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching Prop Quiz. Peace.
Who got the big hot picks that ought to hit with the parlays to get the best money? I'm a